What's going on, you guys? It's your girl Naja Brene. Now, as you can see, your girl, she ain't recording the phone no more. She got a camera. Just want to say, hope you all had a good. This year honestly flew by really, really fast. I can't believe today's New Year's Eve. Can't believe today's New Year's Eve. Time is going by a little too fast, and I don't like it. On to today's video. Today's video is going to be my end of the year words. Today's video is going to be my end of the year Q&A. I don't know why that was so hard to say, but today's video is going to be my end of the year Q&A. I asked people on Instagram and Twitter to ask me questions. It doesn't have to be all wrestling related. Thankfully, 99% of them are wrestling related anyway, because that's all I talk about. So, hey! I got a good response. I got a good amount of questions to answer, so let's get on to it. Why would I? Alright, we're going to start with my Twitter questions first. Got more Twitter questions than on Instagram. So, question number 1 from Mike_the_wise asks, how's life going mentally for you? Honestly, right now I'm in a better mental headspace, but Dar, come here. Yeah, thank you, relax. Sorry, my dog rudely interrupted me. But, this year has probably been one of the hardest years on me mentally. So, I don't want to get too much into it because I am open with my mental health on here, but I don't want to go too much into it. But just know I am in a much better headspace now mentally. I'm not 100%. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm not gonna pretend I'm 100%. That's why I've been gone from the channel for a fat minute. But I'm doing better. And I'ma keep praying and this continues going for the rest of the year into 2023 and so on. Alright, so the next question is from Wizard Key. I'm so sorry, Justin. I know you. I just can't pronounce. I'm sorry with your ad. I'm butchered your ad real bad. But, Justin. Who, in your opinion, had the best performances in 2022? Now, would I be biased if I said Roman Reigns? But I'm not going to go with Roman Reigns. Okay, so NXT wise, it was the best performances. NXT wise, gotta go to Carmelo. I've said almost every video I talk about anything NXT, I just bring him up. You can't look at Carmelo Hayes and say that man don't have it. You can't say that man is not a star. Listen, Carmelo Hayes is it. Carmelo Hayes is green. Put that man in the main roster. I'm tired of him getting these the North American title shots and not winning. Still hasn't faced Braun for the NXT championship, and I know he would win the NXT championship off Braun. So HBK would be doing. But yeah, men wise in NXT, I'd say Carmelo Hayes. Even Andre Chase too. Andre Chase has improved. I mean, he was already great in the ring. And I'm not just saying this because I like him. But, he's improved a lot in the ring. Character development, all of that. Chase U is, like I say constantly, is the best thing in NXT. You can't deny that. So, yeah, I say Andre Chase, Carmelo Hayes. This might be a little, Mandy Rose. Even though we was all tired of her reign at one point. Mandy Rose, yeah. Yeah. All right. So the next question is from Justin M. 5188468. A lot of numbers. A lot of numbers. But he asks, who in your opinion is the breakout stars in both WWE and I butchered that really bad. I'm so sorry. Who in your opinion is the breakout stars in both the men's and women's division in WWE? So I'm going back to NXT with this. Definitely Carmelo Hayes and Roxanne Perez. I almost said Cora Jade. Ooh, Lord. Roxanne Perez. Those two are like the breakout stars for me. Not just because they won the breakout tournament. I think, honestly, they improved the most. Ooh, no, I like Roxanne Perez. Well, I'm going to have to go. I'm actually changed from Roxanne to Sol Ruka. Watch her matches. Watch her matches. And then come back to me. And then we could discuss why I think she's definitely breakout of this year. I know she's basically on level up. I mean, it's still WWE in general, but that girl ain't nothing to mess with. Stand her. Stand her. Okay, so the next question is from a good friend of mine on Twitter. That is Depraved Icon. I really hope I said that right. I'm pretty sure I said that right. But Depraved Icon X, well, he says, hoping life is treating you well. Aw. Who would you say your favorite member of the AEW roster is? Now, love me some Jade Cargill. Like, who wouldn't? I love Jade Cargill. Like, she is a badass. Who wouldn't love Jade Cargill? What I'm saying? Jade Cargill, Ruby Soho she needs much better. But definitely Ruby Soho. Jamie Hayter. I love Orange Cassidy. Don't ask why. Do not ask why. I mean, you see, I like the New Day. Andre says, you see, I like gimmicky people. So, I keep looking at my monitor, but you see, I like gimmicky people. So Orange Cassidy's definitely number one. Cody's not on AEW no more. I mean, but I don't know if that would count. But Cody, Cesaro's on there now. So Cesaro, Bryan Danielson. I'm trying to think, because it's mainly women I like on there. I don't particularly have a favorite in AEW. I mean, because it took me forever in WWE to figure out like who my favorite was. Ow. I don't particularly have a favorite in AEW. Maybe. I just haven't figured it out yet because it took me years to even figure out like my favorites in WWE. Well, recent ones, but I'll put Jeff Hardy over everybody. Like, there's no debate. Jeff Hardy and Batista over everybody. There's no debate. And then we have Big E and the New Day and Roman Reigns and But this is yeah, I haven't really figured out like who my top favorite is in AEW. I like a lot of the talent in AEW. I know I don't talk about AEW a lot. I watch it when I can catch it. Same like WWE. I watch it when I can catch it. Just because now I kind of... most of the time when I come to home from work, I'm like going right to sleep. Or I'm just catching up on YouTube. But, yeah. I gotta think about that one. Because I really don't have like a number one. But okay, if I'm gonna have to have a number one, it's gonna be Jade Cargill. Like, come on, she's 49-0. Her cosplays, like, look, Jade could literally snap me in half from looking at me. Like, yeah, I'll say for right now, I have Jade Cargill as my like top favorite. I don't think that wasn't really the question, but yeah, Jade Cargill would have to be my top favorite. And the next question is also from a good mutual I have on Twitter. I'm gonna butcher the living hell out of your at. I'm gonna see if the camera's gonna focus on. Yeah, you know your name. You know your name. I'm not even gonna. I'm not. Focus. Focus. Focus on me. Okay, there we go. After my camera would not focus. Um, like I said, I was gonna butcher your username really, really bad, and I'm pretty sure the way I was gonna say it is correct, but I don't want to butcher it like at all. So anyway, he asks me. He says, "I'm pretty sure New Day is your favorite faction of all time." Ugh. So my question is, what faction will be second to them and why? Ooh. Ooh. Can I say the Shield? Can I say the Shield? Oh my god. I was gonna say because New Day's current roster. So, I guess I say current roster would be Legado del Fantasma. You know, the Legado. What is in this juice? LDF. There we go. LDF. Like I like ever since they formed in NXT. Well, when I saw them in NXT, they're it. Like they give like the family dynamic. They're just as strong as the New Day is in terms of like friendship and like all that. So yeah, LDF had to be like right up there with New Day and the Shield. Alright, and the last question from Twitter is from my good buddy Mello. And when I saw that he commented, I was like, I already knew exactly what he was gonna say. But anyway, Mello underscore J3 asks me, when you gonna start streaming? Listen, I know I said at least twice. It might be more than twice, honestly. But I said a few times this year I was going to stream. I have a PlayStation. I could literally just press stream on the PlayStation and go. But Steve, I don't know. My anxiety is set up differently. Like, I can sit in front of a camera and record myself, talking to you guys. But like, because I can edit out when I get all like this. Versus like on a stream where it's in real time and it's just, I don't know. But I'm not going to say a month or when in 2023, but I do plan to at least, because I have games I do want to stream and like do like active community things. So like I do definitely want to stream. I'm not going to say when, Mello, but I will stream 2023. I promise. I'm not going to say when. It could be next month. It could be after my birthday. It could be middle of the year. I don't know. But you'll know when you see my Twitch, going live tweet. Okay? Okay, next we're going to go to my Instagram questions. I actually do have more Instagram questions than I did on Twitter. I mean, it's just one more. Not that it matters. Why am I explaining it? Anyway, the first question is from my sister from another Mr. Miss Anaya Tori on Instagram. I don't know why I just had a brain fart after I just said Instagram 5 times in a row. But anyway, my good sis Nyers asked me, who do you want to see Mr. Bigster Free E face when he returns? P.S. I love you. Love you too, Nyers. Now, Nia, how I was when it was Biggie versus Roman for Survivor Series. I want them to run that back so bad. and let Big E win this time. Like, I like Roman and all, but like it wasn't for a title, so like he could have lost one match. That would have cemented Big E's reign, and maybe they would have let him retain at day one. I still have PTSD from day one. Good lord, but yeah, when Big E comes back, definitely want to see Roman Reigns after he puts the pause on that man and the Brawling Brutes. I don't want to say his name, but it ain't Sheamus or Butch. But yeah, he got to get that man first, and then we can run back Big E versus Roman Reigns part 2. Maybe for the title, so you can get it back. That's just me. And the next question is from Roderick. Well, Gaitan Roderick. I'm pretty sure I butchered your last name. I'm so sorry. But anyways, the question says, who are you hoping that wins the Royal Rumble? That was this next year, but the Royal Rumble next month. So, I honestly don't know. I really don't know. Like last year's Rumble, this year's Rumble is really up in the air. Like, it could be someone returning. It could be someone from NXT. I don't know. It's hard to predict this year's Rumble. Like, last year, I could kind of I could predict it after matches. I'm still bitter about the women's one, but I could predict it from the matches, like, when Brock lost the title to Bobby, then I knew Brock was gonna win the Rumble. Like, there was no way. Yeah, this year is really hard to predict. So, okay, men's wise, don't get me wrong, love Cody Rhodes. If he returns, I know they're gonna give him the win. I don't want them to set Cody to lose to Roman, but I don't want Cody to beat Roman either. So, I don't know. Who I really want to win the men's Rumble is Xavier Woods. Hear me out. Before people question me, hear me out. He's the only member of the New Day to not have a singles title. Like, I get it. That's a really big match if he were to Rumble and then faces Roman Reigns. That'd be huge. And mind you, Roman Reigns did technically lose to Xavier Woods in the one match. I don't remember when it was. I don't remember the date exactly. But that was when they were still calling him King Woods. They're not calling him King Woods anymore now. But yeah. That's I don't know. I think it's about time Xavier Woods gets like some kind of singles accolade. Like, I'd be really bitter if he lost, and I'd be setting myself up to be mad if he lost to Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, but he's definitely one I want to see, like, get some kind of singles push. So I would want him to win, or maybe even Kevin Owens too, honestly. I want anybody but the obvious winner. Like, we know it's going to be Cody. 100%. I'm not going to say they're not, but they're not going to push Roman and Brock again just to have Brock lose to Roman again. So, I want it to be Xavier Woods, Kevin Owens, and Seth Rollins. Like, please. Let me put my mic. Please. Revisit Seth versus Roman. Revisit Rollins. It shouldn't have ended the way it did at the Royal Rumble last year. That pissed me off. And they didn't revisit it since. They didn't talk about it since. Seth maybe drops like a little hint about it or he'll like bring up Roman. I hated the way that ended. That needs to be revisited. So okay, that'll be my men's answer, honestly. Storyline sake, for Roman to lose the title, Seth. But me, and for my own personal joy, it'll be Xavier Woods or Kevin Owens for the men. Now, the women, I don't know for the women. The two women I would have liked to win are not in the company. Well, not actively in the company, or in the company. They're not in the company. So, and Bianca's champion. So, like, I don't care. Bianca's going to WrestleMania again, regardless. So yeah, the women is honestly a harder choice. So, I feel like they'll give it to Becky because she said something about wanting wanting a Royal Rumble win. That's the last thing she wants or something like that. I feel like they give it to Becky, but okay, women wise, I don't want to say because y'all gonna judge me, but I don't care. I want Charlotte. I miss Charlotte. The women's blah blah blah. The women's division is missing that flair. I want Charlotte to come back at the Rumble. I want her to win the Rumble. Listen, because if Ronda's still champion, please take that belt off her, please. Charlotte and Bianca would eat. It would eat. But please take that title off of Ronda. I'm begging. Somebody, please. Anybody but Raquel, to be honest. But I'm saying this as SmackDown is on, so I honestly don't know if Raquel even won or not. I'll probably say in the comments, or y'all would tell me in the comments. But, yeah. So, women's, I want Charlotte. And men's, storyline-wise, Seth. But me personally, Xavier Woods and KO. That was really long to answer that short question. I'm so sorry. Alright, the next question from Instagram is from Mr. 411. He asks, does Big E get credit for the NXT tag title as part of the New Day? Now, someone will correct me if I'm wrong. So, even though he's not active on the roster, he is part of the New Day. So, this does count as 12 title reigns. So, the New Day as a whole has 12 title reigns. But it's not under his name. If that makes sense. So, like, I'll say, like, years ago, like 2019 and 2020 when it was him and Kofi. So let's say like him and Kofi were tag champs, but the titles named were under Biggie and Kofi. But Xavier Woods, it still counts for Xavier Woods as well, because I forget what the rule is called, but he's part of the team, so it counts as the number of reigns. So it's complicated, but to answer your question, yes, it still counts as New Day as a whole. So the three of them are 12-time champions, but the NXT reign is under Xavier Woods and Kofi. I probably explained that really weird. Like, I do know I know what I'm talking about, but I probably explained that really weird. But in a sense, yes, that still counts because Biggie is still part of the New Day. So yes, this counts as reign 12 for a New Day. Yeah. Okay, this question made me... Okay, so Sims _ Junior _ Greg with 2 G's _ asks me, why don't you like the other members of New Day just as much as you like Big Wool? Hold on, it's inside out. I don't feel like fishing for the other one. I've been looking for this for a long time, and I got it for Christmas. My phone case is covered in New Day. My lock screen is literally the New Day. So, I guess you're new here. So, I'm like, I'm not bad or offended at this question. It's just, I guess you're new here. So, like, all I talk about is the New Day. All I talk about is the New Day. Follow me on Twitter. I talk about the New Day. I talk about Xavier Woods all the time. I talk about Big E a lot too. I mean, obviously, I'm known as the biggest Big E fan because I was crying when he won his championship, and I'll probably do the same for Xavier Woods, even when he wins like an intercontinental champ. I still butchered that, but the IC championship, I would still cry for him. Like, I wasn't on Twitter. Star. Sorry, I don't know what my dog was doing over there. But, I wasn't active on Twitter for Kofi Mania. But I was through the roof with Kofi Mania. Like, I was probably, on my birthday this year, I was probably the loudest in my area for Kofi and Big E. Y'all already know I talk about this all the time and just showed it on the channel. Big E came up to me. But, yeah, I guess you're new here, but hi. Welcome to my channel. My name is Sandra Renee, and I am the biggest New Day fan you'll probably ever meet in your life. I even wrote an article dedicated to them and wrote different pinpoints of why I like them as a team and them individually. I'll link that down in my description box as well. So yeah, I'd equally like all of the members of the New Day. So, yeah. I'm not being mean, but like, yeah, you gotta be new. You gotta be new to here. Like, this, I talk about the New Day all the time. So like, I even have, I don't know if it'll show, but I even have that, like, a New Day thing around my Big E poster. So like, yeah, I'm not just a fan of Mr. Big Wool. I'm a fan of Austin Creed and Mr. 24/7 too. Alright, this next question is from a really good friend of mine, Sade, at Queen __ day. What was your greatest achievement this year? Greatest achievement this year was starting the podcast and staying consistent enough to like gain traction and have people watching. I hit a subscriber goal this year as well. I hit 200 this year. Like, that's probably one of my biggest achievements this year to date, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, and the last question I have is from another good friend, Ashley. So Ashley, WWE girl, asks me, what did you think of when Biggie mentioned you on WWE The Bump? Oh! I have a video on my channel of when I talked about this and everything, just the day he won, with that week for me. So only people who knew was the people at JCR. Shout out to y'all. The only people that knew I was going to be on the bump beforehand was them. And I believe I told Dion too, because I took a screenshot of the conversation I had with one of the producers, and he said, hey, we're going to have Big E on. We would love to show him this video. And I was like, is this for real right now? So I said yes, of course. And I made sure I was up early and everything because I like to sleep in when I'm off. I sleep. So I made sure I was up early. I was like in bed just like on like just like tensed up because I mean I knew they were gonna play my video, but at the same time I was like, what if they don't? So I'm excited. And then I think I still had the video of me screaming at my TV on my phone. So I'll probably like, I don't know if I'll probably insert it or just post it later in like one of my, when I post another video later on. But I have to find the video first. But anyway, yeah. That was such an unforgettable moment for me. Just like that whole week, just when he commented and mentioned me and in an interview, was the Robbie Barstool interview, the bump, and then I know he ain't want to butcher my name. My name's Naja. But he spelled my name in one of the interviews that week, and I've literally been on the floor since. And it's so crazy to me because I didn't even think like I would ever be in a position to be noticed by one of my favorite wrestlers, like in this business. And it's crazy because literally months beforehand for WrestleMania that year, I'm trying not to cry if you can't tell, for WrestleMania that year, I met him for the first time ever when they did the virtual meet and greets. I wish they would bring those back. But I met him for the WrestleMania meet and greets. Then months later, he's Mr. Money in the Bank, and then he's champion in September. And I'm just like, this is so crazy. Like, this has been like it was like full circle for me. And like, that was such an amazing moment. It was such an amazing feeling. Like, I'm so eternally grateful for Big E and like all he's done and just how he literally just like captivates everyone and just, I mean, I know tongue tie because I'm getting emotional just talking about being on the bump, but that was an experience of me, and I'm so grateful for that moment. I'm so grateful my video crying Big U one like touched so many people. I'm so glad it touched him because, well, he touched but he touches me in an emotional way. Don't take that the wrong way. But yeah, I'm glad I was able to provide, that emotion to him is the same emotion he gives to me and everyone else. So yeah, to answer, look, I've been a smiling mess. So like, yeah, that made me really happy. I'm so glad that happened. Like, how often does it happen for anybody in general for their favorite wrestler? Like, but thank you guys so much for tuning in. I love and appreciate all of you. Like I said, this year has been a roller coaster, but next year, 2023, I know we all say, but 2023, it's going to be my year. 2023, I'm taking by storm. 2023, I'm doing everything I can. We're talking podcast episodes, we're talking videos, we're talking about streaming, we're talking about wrestling event vlogs. Anything I can do and think of, I'm doing it. Even your girl, I don't know if it'll be 2023 exactly, but your girl's gonna start a business too. Like, I'm taking 2023 by storm, and I hope you guys stick along for the ride and for the journey. So thank you guys so much for watching. This will be the last video on the channel for the year. It might be. I think I have one more I'll put out, like another one later on after this one. But thank you guys so much for tuning in, and thank you guys so much for staying on this journey with me, and I hope you all continue to go on this journey with me. Now we're on the road to 300 subscribers. So thank you guys again so much. I genuinely love and appreciate all of you, and I'll see you guys in the next video.